everyone, and thanks for joining our webinar today. I'm Tony and I'm the head of training here at Wired Plus. Now we'll start off this session with a little bit more information about Wired Plus in case you haven't dealt with us before. So we're a full service email marketing agency specialising in email marketing and marketing automation. Our clients range from small businesses to large PLCs and everything in between. We offer managed services through an agency-style setup for clients who want to outsource their email marketing strategies, as well as offering support and training to clients who would prefer to create email templates and campaigns before sending them themselves. Whether you're looking for a bespoke template, DIY email sends, or a full campaign strategy with implementation, we can support you to success. My own experience spans over 20 years, during which time I've been involved with digital marketing projects ranging from small, highly targeted, postcode specific campaigns to full national and multinational integrated marketing strategies. I've worked across a number of B2B and B2C sectors and love sharing what I've learned through that time. So that's what you need to know about us. We'll now move on to the webinar. We always have a broad spectrum of attendees at our webinars. And the main aim of this one is to give you more information about marketing automation and to give you the fundamentals to getting started with it. The webinar should run for about 20 minutes and you can contact me directly after we finish if you have any questions or if you want to have more of an in-depth conversation. So here's what we'll be covering in the webinar. What is marketing automation? Why is marketing automation important? A few examples of marketing automation. Is marketing automation right for you and your business? And getting started, the basics. So let's get started. So what is marketing automation? Well, it's the use of software to automate repetitive tasks related to marketing activities and to connect different parts of the marketing funnel without physical interaction. For the purposes of this webinar, we'll also include triggered emails under the definition of marketing automation. Triggered emails can also be considered as marketing automation because they're the emails that you receive when you show a type of behaviour, such as leaving something in a cart, or you do something, such as clicking a link in an email. In brief, when it comes to email marketing automation, it's about making your life easier as a marketer by automating certain email campaign strategies that you're constantly using with your customers and prospects. There are a host of other benefits to this which we'll now cover. So why is marketing automation important? Well, I've just mentioned that automation is there to make marketers' lives easier. That is a definite benefit, but it's not going to sway your budget holders or directors as to why you should be using it. Fortunately, there are a host of benefits of marketing automation that are more relevant to those a little bit further up the decision-making ladder. So the main benefits are that it saves you time. Using marketing automation, you can get more done with less resource. You create the journeys that you want a contact to take. These are called automation programs, and you then leave the rest up to the platform that you're using. As each contact reaches the touch points in those journeys, the platform will send out the campaigns and content that you've already decided they should be receiving. It makes you money on autopilot. As a progression from the first point, marketing automation allows you to lead people through preset and automated journeys to purchase your product or service. If you structure these automation programs correctly, they should lead people from prospect to customer and then beyond without you having to intervene at all. It increases conversions and return on investment. Marketing automation enables you to get your marketing messages and supporting content in front of contacts at exactly the right time for them. You'll not be sending email blasts out to everyone. Each contact will be dealt with on an individual basis. This increases relevancy and personalised service, and it will increase conversions from your campaigns. Because you're only sending messages when they're required and in the most timely way, you save money on wasted batch and blast sends. This will ultimately improve your return on investment. It helps you get more qualified leads. Automating your customer journeys to nurture leads also enables you to score your leads as they engage and interact with you. Insights from this allow you to optimize your approaches to deliver the best quality leads to your sales teams. It helps you to utilize your data. Marketing automation uses data and triggers which are based on the behaviors of your contacts. You can create segments of your contacts to send one-off email campaigns, but that takes some effort and only uses a small portion of the data that you hold about contacts. Automation programs allow you to make the most of all of your data, which optimizes your email marketing approach to your contacts. They see a benefit of better and more relevant email campaigns, and you'll see better conversions. It increases open and click-through rates. Increased relevancy means increased engagement and interaction from your email recipients. As your emails do a better job of getting contacts interested, you'll see an increase in open and click-through rates. These in turn mean better open and click-through rates as your recipients have a better experience with your email marketing strategy. You become more targeted with your work. Using marketing automation moves you away from blindly sending email campaigns to everyone in your list and hoping that a few of them will click through. Is it better to send 1,000 emails and get 5 people to click through, or to send 5 emails to get 5 people to click through? Being targeted limits wasted email sends, wasted resource, and wasted effort. Better targeting means better return on investment. So some examples of marketing automation. Finding examples can be quite hard. If automation's being done right, you shouldn't actually be able to tell that the email campaigns and strategies that you're involved in are actually automated. That being said, there are a number of companies who are definitely using marketing automation and that are familiar to a large number of people. Now we'll take a look at the 4 companies who we think are doing a great job with marketing automation and triggered emails. All of them have certain traits in common that guarantee the success. They all collect massive amounts of data on each contact in the list. They also use every piece of that data. They create very specific segments which are used to decide which marketing automation program and journey each contact is taken through. And they use real-time behavioral data to educate their decision making. So let's take a look at some of their email campaigns. All of these are automated and based on data and behaviours that have been observed and recorded at some point. So Amazon, first of all. So you may or may not have used them, but this is a recommended product based on the person's recent browsing activity. So as you can see in this case, it was a travel cot, and they're not missing the opportunity there to offer the Fire TV stick as well. A very straightforward email, very clear, very concise, and what they're trying to do there is just get the person back onto the website through the Learn More button or the hot link, the hyperlink, through to the travel cot section, and then obviously hoping to lead them to purchase. We've then got a larger recommended product set here, and again they're pulling information in using previous browse history, previous purchase history, what may be in people's wish lists as well, to recommend products and trying to get them to go back to the website. And again, another example there with some exercise bikes as well. Very, very similar, but a slightly different format. And you may have noticed that the Prime video at the top of each email campaign there, they're trying to promote that as well. And that Fire TV stick advert at the bottom as well. They're not missing any opportunities to make the most of those recommended products. And then we've also got the delivery confirmations. So again, you can see the details, the delivery receipt, you can track your package, the order IDs and everything on there as well. All of this is automated. The product recommendations are being put into these emails based on dynamic content blocks, and the obviously delivery details are always going to be pulling through because the transactional style emails. So eBay, another company similar to Amazon. Initial email here is upon signing up, so start shopping, buy, save or sell. So you can actually see there that they're already starting to profile people signing up based on whether they're actually buying or saving, which is obviously the purchase side of things, or actually whether they're wanting to sell. So they'll immediately collect that information and start using that to educate the email marketing going forwards. We've got a happy 1-year anniversary, so it's time to celebrate the good times we've had together over the last year. So you can see exactly what this is. The person's been using eBay for a year and they're just keeping in front of mind. Again, it's an automated program that's been sent out, an automated email campaign based on that anniversary date of the sign up. And again, it's just a nice way to keep nurturing relationships. And then, as I mentioned before, based on whether you click on buy, save or sell initially, they'll start profiling you, and this email was triggered out as sort of a special offer to people that were actually selling. So again, they're not just looking at it from an e-commerce retail side of things, they're also looking at it from actually the seller's side of and point of view as well, and they're using that information to educate their emails going forwards. We've also got some recommended products from eBay. Now, this is the good with the data. They are using certain browse histories to bring this data through, but you can see it's not as clear and concise as the Amazon emails themselves. The eBay recommended products are very, very long emails. There's a lot of information on there, and it almost feels as if they're trying to sort of chance their arm a little bit and edge the bets as to what you're likely to click on, rather than trying to be as clear and as concise as Amazon can. They still get the click-throughs, but it's not quite as effective as Amazon, although again all these recommended products are pulled through using dynamic content blocks. So moving on to Netflix, a company that a lot of people are using, and they're very, very strong again with using the data. And you can see here the offering trailers, links through to trailers on their emails. They're quite image intensive, very high def, high pixel email imagery that's going out there. But they are obviously quite impactful. Again, they're using sort of previous browsing history, previous search histories, previous watch histories, and what you viewed previously to decide what type of products are likely to work when they recommend them through to you. So again, these aren't just because the new trailers coming out or the new programs coming out. These are actually specific to these people that have looked previously at these. And then we've got, again, a recommended type of situation like the Amazon and eBay. So recommended views, as you can see at the very top under the Netflix logo, it says 4AR. Obviously this is the name of the user, and then it's recommended certain shows to watch. The play buttons are there to take you straight through to the play, but also they've put some recently added at the bottom there as well. So again, quite image intensive, but obviously Netflix need to work that way, but they are supporting it with good descriptions, and again, clear, concise, based on the user's browse history. And another similar email there in a slightly different format, but you get the same idea. They're still pulling information in dynamically, so they're using all of the data they've got to hand. And one last example from Tesco. Again, Tesco with their club cards know pretty much everything about everyone that uses their club cards, especially if you use them for every purchase, and especially if you tie them into things like purchasing petrol from the petrol stations or diesel from the stations, and also if you're using things like Tesco Diets, which is a sort of sidearm of theirs, and also the financial. So if you use any of their banking or insurance products, they've got all of that information about you. So to a degree, they've probably got more information about the users than the likes of Amazon do as well. And again, they're using this information to draw dynamic content in based on certain criteria. This is a seasonal email that went out, but it was based on previous purchases that have been made and what ingredients are likely to still be in that user's house, and also based on the fact that this user was looking up the Tesco diets as well, so they were also looking for sort of summer nutritional healthy foods, and they're also relating that back to the products that people have just bought as well, and they're adding reviews in as well. So really intricate use of that user data there, but again, it's making a very, very personalized and a unique email, although the actual template itself would have been built to be able to send to millions. And again, we've got special offers coming through that are specifically based on previous purchase histories. They're reminding you underneath that there's a new book out there, and to use your club card as well. And again, part of the benefits of the use of the club card are that as a user, you get better email campaigns from the company, but only if they're going to use that data to give you the personal edge. If not, you'll be getting very generic emails. So again, as you can see there, they've actually sent me some offers personally in that example. And then another one there based on some cupcakes, and in this particular situation, the user had just purchased quite a lot of baking product, which would suggest they already had an idea of what they were actually wanting to bake. But again, they've followed this up with some recipes there, and they've also thrown in at the bottom there some gluten-free as well, just in case. Just in case somebody's having a party saying they're making a lot of product which isn't gluten free, but they might have some friends that are. So again, they're giving them recipe ideas. So it's all using data. These aren't just chancing their arm batch and blast campaigns going out. These are very, very specific to those individual users. So is marketing automation right for you? Well, in a word, yes. Marketing teams in all industries, sectors and niches can benefit from marketing automation. I've already highlighted the benefits of using automation, and I'm sure that you can see how even if just a few of them apply to your own business, then it's a definite must-have for you. So how do you start? So here we go. So getting started. We'll split this section into 4 key areas that need to be considered when you're looking to implement marketing automation. These steps will help you to get the best results from marketing automation, no matter how advanced you make your programs. So the first area is buyer personas and segments. So who are you targeting and for what reason? If you don't know who you want to target and for what reason, your email marketing will suffer. This is even more important when you're looking to create and introduce automation programs. You're going to be looking to use your programs to lead people down predetermined journeys. To do that, you have to know who you're leading and where you're leading them to. In other words, your objectives. Creating buyer personas and segments are crucial in branching your overall automation programs to lead people to the right outcome for them and for you. Buyer journey mapping and planning. So how will you target them and why? So these lead on from your buyer personas and segments in point 1. You now need to plan the journeys that each of these contacts will be going down. So for example, the journey that you'll be taking them on using your automation program. If you know which route gets the best result for each persona and or segment, you can then plan how to get your contacts to take those particular routes. So creating marketing automation logic and flows. So how do you turn the information that you've already collected and created into automated marketing campaigns? So this is the next natural step in creating your automation programs. You know who you're targeting, where you're leading them to, and what journey you're going to take them on. This now needs to be transcribed into a logical flow that your marketing automation platform can understand and process. You need to remember to add in decision nodes, delays between making decisions, subscribing contacts to new address books, segments or automation programs, and a host of other subtle steps. For most marketing teams, this is the trickiest part. Stick with it though, it will be worth it in the end. And the last point is content. So email campaigns need to also be as relevant and personal as the customer journey. So use personalization, segmentation, and dynamic content in your programs. And finally, you need to consider the content that you're delivering to your contacts at each stage of your programs. Is it in line with your objectives? Is it being delivered at the right time for the contact and in the right format? This is where you need to consider using additional tools that your marketing automation platform provides, such as the dynamic content and personalization options. Don't forget to spend time crafting the most optimized subject lines and preview text too. These are the elements that get contacts to open your emails before they ever see the content. If you use all of these steps and really plan out your marketing automation programs, you will see improvements in your campaigns and lead nurturing, as well as the other benefits that we listed earlier. So now that we've highlighted and discussed the key steps in creating marketing automation strategies and programs, we can look at some possible automation programs for you to get your teeth into and to implement in your own marketing strategies. There is one word of warning though. You will need to go through all 4 steps for every program that you plan to use. Don't cut corners, or you could start making mistakes that could affect your brand reputation and lose your customers and prospects. So here are some additional marketing automation programs that you could benefit from implementing. Subscriber welcome programs, new customer welcome programs or training programs, lead nurture programs. So create one for each product or service that you offer or for each end goal. A re-engagement program. Topic workflows. So create one for each industry topic. Engaged contact or evangelist programs. Online or offline event series. Abandoned cart programs. Maybe consider customer service programs or renewal campaign programs for things like recurring sales, contracts, or anniversary or birthday type programs. Try upsell programs or win back programs as well. When you look at your own business and contacts, you may identify more programs than those that I've already mentioned. If you've got to benefit from leading people through them, get them planned out, get them created, and implement them. You'll be optimizing every part of your email marketing work, and you should see a marked increase in your return on investment and profits from these programs. Here's one last thing to think about when getting started with marketing automation. All marketing automation programs start with a trigger, and that is basically a rule that enrolls contacts into your automation programs. So these could be when a contact is subscribed to a list or is included in a segment. Automation series will start when a subscriber joins a list or a segment. This is especially useful for welcome campaigns. It could be when a field value is updated, so the series will begin when a particular field changes its value, which will indicate once this trigger is chosen. First, you'd need to select a list, then a field name, and then type in the field value that would trigger that automation series. When a specific date occurs, or when a contact opens an email or clicks on a link. So, specific date occurs, you'll be able to specify the list and date field after choosing the trigger. So that's kind of used for birthdays or subscription anniversaries. When a contact opens an email or clicks on a link, you'll obviously be able to choose clicked or opened, and you can define which specific links are clicked on as well. You could include them in programs based on that behavior, based on a previous automation program. So this triggers based on endpoints that you place at the end of each automation branch. You'd obviously give a name to each endpoint and then specify it after choosing the trigger. So you can move people from one program to another, maybe from a welcome or training program through to a short-term lead nurture program, through to a conversion program, and then maybe back to a lead nurture program as well. So it's not just a case of creating them individually, you could create them with the bigger picture in mind as well. And you can also trigger them when a contact reaches a specific lead score or changes a preference or a data field or something like that. So if somebody downloads a product, it might give them a different lead score that then moves them into a different program. So that's it for today's webinar. I hope that you found this introduction to marketing automation helpful, that you can now see not just the benefits of using marketing automation, but also how to actually get started with using it as well. Please feel free to get in touch with the team or myself using the details on screen if you have any questions about marketing automation or email marketing in general. We're always happy to answer any questions or concerns that you might have. We'd also love to show you how our software works and how it can help you and your marketing team. So finally, the Wired Plus team and I would like to thank you for attending our webinar today. We wish you every success with your email marketing and marketing automation. We hope to see you at our future webinars. Bye for now.